there, Tracy from Kazadans Equestrian, and welcome to this week's video. If you are new to the channel, please, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment. This all helps me a lot. And this week we're going to continue talking about feeding your horse oil and giving you some more information as to how you can make a sensible choice about which oil to put in your horse's diet. Okay, so this week I'm going to look at the different types of oils that we commonly use in our horses. I'm going to throw a little curveball at the end as a lead into next week's video, but at this stage I'm going to look at the most commonly used oils and help you make a decision yourself about which one is the best choice for you and your horse. So first off, despite manufacturers and people telling you there is no bad oil, it is not particularly a bad oil for your horse. There are simply different oils that are associated with different benefits. Now, all horses need both omega-3s and omega-6s. And if you don't know what I mean by this, please go back and look at my Know Your Omegas video to give you an idea of why understanding these omegas is actually very important. So just remember, no oils are actually bad. All oil is oxidized and metabolized into energy for the horse, which is often what we're feeding it for. It's just that some have a better profile for particular issues than others, and also depending on your horse's current diet. So in general, the oils that we tend to feed our horses are either plant-based or marine-based. So let's have a look at those separately. What we're really looking at here is the balance of omega-6s to omega-3s, which again, review that video if you haven't seen that. But this is what is important. So all of these oils have different balances and different ratios of the different omegas. Please, again, bear in mind your horse already gets a diet that has some in it. So this is not the sole source of omega-3s and omega-6s. So of the plant-based oils, some of the most commonly used are corn oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, soy oil. These oils are all higher in omega-6s than omega-3s. Omega-3, however, is the major fatty acid in flaxseed and linseed oil. The other oils that are quite high in omega-3s are marine-based, and this is either fish oil or algae oil, which we can often see as well. Now, if the result you're looking for is to relieve itchy skin, brighten a coat, and reduce inflammation in your horse, then an oil that's high in omega-3s is actually highly recommended. So that is then, if it's plant-based, your linseed or flaxseed oil, or if it's marine-based, fish oil or algae oil. Chia actually has a very high omega-3 profile as well. However, there's not really been any research into it as yet as to the digestibility of those omega-3s and therefore the effectiveness. So the most commonly used oil for horses to reduce inflammation or not create a pro-inflammatory response in a horse that may be prone to it and its diet isn't assisting it is linseed oil. Now, this is where I give a plug for my favourite product of linseed oil currently, which is an Australian manufacturer called CEN Oil. This is fantastic. It's so easy to feed, and linseed oil has some stability issues if you're feeding straight linseed oil. So the CEN oil is very stabilized in a very usable package and very natural way for your horses to get a good balance of omega-3s. So if you're looking for a great omega-3 supplement, that is one to go for. Fish oil, I guess, is a little bit hit and miss as to whether people are comfortable feeding an animal-based oil to their horses, but it has actually shown to again assist in this anti-inflammatory type response. Algae oil is a different matter altogether. Now, if you're looking at adding an algae oil to your horse's feed, you need to do your research because these can be quite different. They're normally more EFA, DHA based. If these make no sense to you, please again go back and refer to my omega video. But depending on how it's processed, how it's manufactured, the process can actually highlight one of these omega-3s more than the other on if need be. However, if they're not processed well, you may not be getting as much of these omega-3s in them as you want. So if you're going to look at feeding an algae oil, then please, I just say, do your research about what the percentages of omegas are in the oil and check that they're what you want. So because these two omegas work in synergy with each other, that's why nutritionists put much more focus on the balance of these omegas as opposed to which one is the best. Like I said in the beginning, a horse needs to get both of these omegas from its diet. So it's not simply a matter of one being good and one being bad. And let's also remember the horse's diet is naturally higher in omega-3s than ours due to its plant-based diet. If your horse is getting, I guess, a low quality forage, so not a lot of green, and you have inflammation or inflammatory issues, then something that's really high in omega-3 would absolutely be my go-to. And actually for most horses, this is the best option. However, if your horse is healthy, is on great pasture, especially cool season grasses, then adding one of the oils simply for weight gain in their diet that is high in omega-6 can actually be quite cost beneficial. So please check your horse's diet and just refer to what it is that you're trying to add the oil in for to determine which is best, not only for your horse, because actually probably the omega-3 heavy ones are, but you may not be causing many issues depending on the diet by adding a cheaper, which is better for you, omega-6 based oil into that diet. Okay, so I said hang in to the end so that I can throw a little curveball at you, and this is going to be a lead-in for next week's video. So next week, I'm going to talk about hemp oil. There's so much focus and so much research going on at the moment around the benefits of hemp oil. You absolutely will hear about its high omega-6s, but really I want you to come and watch this next video because in hemp oil, those omega-6s are in fact quite different, and there are some wonderful other benefits in relation to hemp oil. So hang around and watch that one next week. If you want to be notified of that video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell because then it will come up when I've released that next video. So thanks for watching this week. I hope you found that helpful. And I hope it's helping you start to decide whether or not your horse needs an oil supplement and also how to get enough information to determine on your own which is the best for you and your horse. Thanks again. Don't forget to subscribe, please. Like, comment, and share this YouTube around. These actions really do help me keep this channel going and keep being able to provide free information to all of us horse owners. So like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you next week with my hemp oil video.